There is a body part most men will never mention out loud, even though it may be one of the biggest reasons performance feels less reliable after 50. And I am going to say it plainly. There is a small area, no bigger than a coin, where years of sitting, stress, shallow breathing, and silent clenching can slowly choke blood flow and dull nerve sensation. Then, one day you wake up, and what used to feel automatic now feels inconsistent. You start assuming it is age. You start assuming it is hormones. You start assuming you have to force results. But what if the problem is not that the system is weaker? What if the system is blocked? Before I show you what to do, comment where you are watching from. Are you on the East Coast, the Midwest, the South, the West Coast, or somewhere else in the world? Drop your city or country in the comments. I ask because when I have dug through patterns in men over 50, the triggers are different depending on lifestyle. Some men sit 10 hours a day. Some carry stress like armor. Some breathe shallow all day without realizing it. Different lives, same tension point. I am Jack Mercer. Over the last few years, I have been digging through raw data, anatomical research, and the quiet stories men only tell when they feel safe. And one pattern keeps showing up. The biggest misconception is that age itself is the cause of decline. Age changes the body? Yes, but the more common cause of unreliable response in older men is chronic pelvic tension. That tension builds slowly. It is not dramatic. It is the result of decades of sitting. It is the result of clenching when stressed. It is the result of shallow chest breathing that keeps the nervous system in a guarded state. And the pelvis pays the price. When the pelvic floor stays partially clenched, blood vessels get compressed, nerves get irritated, and the whole system becomes less responsive. Not because it forgot how to work, but because it is fighting against tension. One man in his early 60s I investigated from the Midwest told me his response felt weaker, even though his desire was still there. He described it as trying to start a car with the parking brake half on. Another man in his late 50s from the West Coast said sensitivity felt duller, and he had started relying on pills just to feel normal. Neither one had been told to look at the mechanical side of the problem. Both were told to focus on hormones or aging. That is what most doctors miss. If the tissue is tight and the nerves are irritated, you cannot force sensitivity. You have to restore the environment. Here is the biological root problem in simple terms. The pelvic floor is a group of muscles at the base of the pelvis. These muscles help regulate blood flow, nerve signaling, bladder control, and stability of response. In a healthy system, these muscles contract and relax freely, like a well-tuned pump that supports circulation and control. But when they stay tight for years, they become inefficient muscles. Tight tissue compresses blood vessels, which reduces circulation into sensitive areas. Tight tissue also irritates the nerves that run through and around that region, which dulls sensation and makes signals feel weaker. This is why many men notice changes gradually rather than suddenly. It feels like fading, not breaking. And because it feels gradual, men assume it is inevitable. Then they chase shortcuts. They chase pills. They chase stimulants. Those can temporarily push blood flow, but they do not restore flexibility or calm nerve communication. Once the temporary effect wears off, the underlying tension is still there, silently compressing the system. Now, here is the twist. Blood flow does not only respond to effort. It responds to release. When you remove tension in the right place, vessels open, nerves communicate more clearly, and the system begins to function the way it was designed to. That is why a short, consistent daily practice can create meaningful changes over time. Let us build anticipation for a second, because this is not about extremes. This is about 1 minute. One targeted release point. One signal to the nervous system that says you can let go now. When you send that signal correctly, the body often responds with warmth, improved awareness, and a steadier baseline. Over weeks, many men notice improved control, sharper sensation, and the quiet confidence that comes from trusting the body again. Now, we move into the solutions list. The original content revolves around one central technique and the key supporting elements that make it work. The first component is understanding the exact area and why it matters. The spot is the soft tissue between the scrotum and the anus. It is often called the perineal area. This region sits directly above muscles and nerves that influence pelvic control, blood flow, and sensitivity. When that region is chronically tight, it acts like a bottleneck. Blood flow slows. Nerve signals weaken. Over time, response becomes less reliable. Gentle, consistent stimulation there can encourage relaxation and improve circulation. How did I uncover this mattered so much? I kept seeing the same clues. Men who sat long hours reported pelvic tightness, hip stiffness, lower back discomfort, and declining sensitivity. Men who had high stress and shallow breathing reported similar issues. When they learned to release pelvic tension, the ripple effects were bigger than expected. It did not just affect one function. It improved comfort, sleep, and even bladder behavior because the muscles stopped staying clenched all day. One man in his late 60s from the South told me he thought his bladder was the problem because he woke up at night to urinate. After a few weeks of pelvic release, he reported fewer nighttime trips. Another man from the Midwest said his hips felt looser and sitting felt more comfortable. These are signs of a system that is no longer locked down. The wrong way to approach the area is aggressive pressure. If you press hard, the body reacts by guarding more. The right way is gentle, controlled, and consistent. The goal is to teach the nervous system that it is safe to relax. The second component is positioning, because if your body is tense, the nervous system resists change. Start by getting comfortable. You can sit on the edge of a chair with your feet flat on the floor, or lie on your back with your knees bent. Comfort is not optional. Comfort is the gateway. If you're hunched, holding your breath, or bracing, the pelvic floor will not release. I have investigated men who tried this in a rushed, anxious state and said it did not work. Then, when they slowed down and positioned comfortably, they immediately felt warmth and a subtle release. One man from the West Coast told me the difference was his breathing. When he breathed slowly, the body softened. When he rushed, it tightened. That is not psychology. That is nervous system biology. The third component is the pressure technique itself. Use your index and middle fingers and apply gentle pressure to the soft area between the scrotum and the anus. The pressure should be firm enough to feel contact, but never painful. Think about the pressure you would use to test if a piece of fruit is ripe. Too light does nothing. Too hard triggers guarding. That middle zone is where the magic happens. Now, choose one of two movement styles. You can use slow, small circular movements, about 30 seconds in one direction and 30 seconds in the other. Or you can do a gentle press and release pattern. You press for 3 to 5 seconds, then release for the same amount of time, repeating until 1 minute passes. Both approaches work because they communicate the same message to the nervous system. Let go. Here is a critical point most men miss. More is not better. 1 minute is enough. This is not a performance task. It is a signal. When men do 5 minutes aggressively, they often irritate tissue and get the opposite effect. The right way is 1 minute daily, consistent, calm. The fourth component is using a small amount of oil to reduce friction and keep your nervous system relaxed. A neutral carrier oil helps you stay comfortable. If there is friction, the body interprets that as threat and tightens. Warm the oil in your hands first. Cold sensation can also trigger tightening. This is subtle, but it matters. One man in his early 60s from the Midwest reported that using oil made the difference between feeling guarded and feeling relaxed. Another man from the South said the warmth in his hands helped him breathe slower, automatically. Again, small signals create big outcomes over time. The fifth component is timing, because timing is how you build consistency. Morning use can support circulation and awareness as the day begins, especially if you're about to sit for long hours. Evening use can release tension built up during the day and support relaxation before sleep. The best time is the time you can repeat. Consistency beats intensity every time. I have seen men fail because they chose a perfect time they could not maintain. Then they quit. The men who win choose a realistic time and treat it like brushing their teeth. 1 minute. Daily. No drama. The sixth component is pairing the release with slow breathing, because the pelvic floor is tied to the stress system. When you breathe shallow, the body stays in alert mode. When you lengthen the exhale, the nervous system shifts toward relaxation. That shift tells the pelvic muscles to unclench. So before you begin, take a few slow breaths. Keep your jaw loose. Drop your shoulders. Then apply the pressure. A man I investigated in his late 50s from the West Coast said his biggest improvement came when he stopped treating this like a mechanical trick and started treating it like nervous system training. He breathed slowly, and the area softened. His response became steadier, and his anxiety dropped. That anxiety drop matters because anxiety itself tightens pelvic muscles. The seventh component is knowing what to expect and how to track progress so you do not quit too early. Many men expect a dramatic overnight change. That is not how tension patterns unwind. What most men notice first is subtle: a sense of warmth, less tightness, better awareness of the area, comfort when sitting. Looser hips. These are early signs circulation and nerve signaling are improving. Over weeks, many men notice sharper sensation, steadier response, improved control, and fewer unexpected disruptions. Some notice better sleep because the body is exiting constant alert mode. One man in his early 60s came to me focused entirely on performance. After weeks of consistent practice, he reported something unexpected. He said his whole body felt calmer and more cooperative. He slept deeper. His mood improved. His confidence returned quietly. That is the hidden reward. Men think confidence comes from pushing harder. In reality, confidence grows when the body responds without resistance. When you feel in control instead of strained, you stop anticipating problems. You start trusting the body again. And that trust alone improves outcomes because the nervous system is no longer bracing. Now let us transition to the practical plan, because I want you to walk away with a simple routine you can follow. Pick a consistent time, morning or evening. Sit comfortably or lie down with knees bent. Take slow breaths for 10 to 20 seconds until your shoulders drop. Warm a small amount of neutral oil in your hands. Place 2 fingers on the soft area between the scrotum and the anus. Apply gentle pressure that is firm but not painful. choose circular movement for 1 minute or press and release for 1 minute. Then stop. That is it. Common mistakes to avoid are rushing, holding your breath, pressing too hard, and doing it randomly without consistency. Another mistake is doing this while stressed and expecting results. If you are stressed, breathe first. Let your nervous system lead. Do this daily for 2 to 3 weeks. Track the small signs: warmth, comfort, sleep quality, sitting comfort. Then track sensitivity and steadiness. The men who succeed are the men who treat this like restoring a system, not forcing a moment. Now, the key takeaways. Chronic pelvic tension is a hidden blocker that compresses blood vessels and irritates nerves. That can dull sensation and make response unreliable after 50. Releasing tension in the right area can open vessels, sharpen nerve signals, and restore coordination. 1 minute daily works because it trains the nervous system and muscles to find a new baseline. Strength at this stage of life often comes from removing what blocks you, not adding more force. If this message helped you, leave a comment and tell me where you are watching from and whether you are going to try morning or evening. And tell me if you have felt that fading sensation or inconsistent response after 50. You're not alone, and speaking up matters. Like the video and subscribe so more men can find real information without shame. This is for informational purposes only and not a substitute for professional medical advice. Consult your doctor